Hello everyone, welcome back to the Real Queen Nefertiti 33 channel. I am Tatiana. I'm here with some more articles for us all. We'll be learning about alien parasites, okay? Yeah, these my overdue assignments, okay? So alien, yes, all of it adds up, okay? So aliens, parasites, okay? Which we are dealing with now. So yes, and I did dedicate my article to my friend. I think he wrote this on I think he wrote it actually, and I just kinda kept it for him. So I'm gonna read his article, if you don't mind. So let's begin. There are multiple matches for articles about alien parasites, including cold invaders, which they are, the effects of alien parasites on native hosts. This article discusses how alien parasites can affect native hosts and host-parasite relationships. Spillover of an alien parasite reduces expression of costly behavior in native red squirrels. This article studies how the presence of an alien parasite can affect the behavior of native red squirrels. Phew, one just came to me. Hi. An alien parasite affects local fauna conformation of cynogulis. Yeah, these different type of aliens. This article describes the identification of a copepod parasite that infects whales catfish in Hungary. I was thinking about catfish today. Hellmine parasites of alien freshwater fishes in Patagon, Argentina. This article discusses the introduction of alien parasites into Patreon's freshwater ecosystems. An alien parasite in a changing world, Ashworthy. This article discusses the abundance of the parasite Ashworthy in larval samples over time. Alien parasites can be introduced to new areas when native hosts are translocated and then reintroduced. Yes, invasive alien species, which is IAS, can damage local biodiversity, economics, and public health. Okay, which they are, okay? So people want to know what it means, the definition of an alien parasite. Okay, so let's see. Alien parasites, also known as ethnomorphs or fictional extraterrestrial or organisms that infect and live within other organisms. Yeah, anytime you see anything that say fictional, just believe it, okay? They are the main actors in the Alien and Alien vs. Predator franchise, which I told y'all to watch now. Remember that? A lot of people have though. How alien parasites work. Now look, pay attention now. Look, this is how they work, okay? Literally. So Mary, aka Gina, God, even the real God that's in hell, he's a parasite, okay? She is a parasite, okay? She had a killer host, which was Jill, my daughter, okay? How alien parasites work. Alien parasites infect organisms and kill them if the host is still alive, which confused me. Okay. They then mutate the body into a bloodthirsty monster. So I am the host then. So I ain't I don't know why I'm confused. Okay, maybe because she came out of me. But I'm the host, okay, for some reason. The infection makes the host's body vulnerable to ultraviolet light. If an infected person is still alive, they can be saved by exposing them to ultraviolet light. Okay. Okay. Other types of parasites. Ectoparasites, parasites that live on the surface of a host organism such as head lice. Endoparasites, parasites that live inside a host organism such as tapeworms. Okay, that did come on my neck one time. Trying to figure out how in the hell. How I got a parasite inside of me. It's because I don't know. Helminthids, parasitic worms that feed on a living host. such as hookworms and lumbered coals. Protozoa, parasites that conclude cryptosin, sip, gearworm instantly, chlorospore, catanus, and tolicogondia. Okay, so let's read my homeboy article. Okay, yes, this is one of his points. Okay, so let's begin. Alien parasites. Should we be worried? Okay, the other ones, let's see. This how they look so far. And then I don't think I have an endo parasite, okay? Cause I'm trying to figure if I got an endo maybe I do. You probably right. Spiritually, I got an endo parasite. Yes, I'm gonna say that. Okay. Get ready to go on a journey into space for our next UNE Sci-Fi Flicks event this Thursday, 22nd September, at Armadale's Belgrade Cinema. Literature and parapsychology, Dr. Tommy Lungi will unpack the science behind the fiction in the 1979 classic sci-fi blockbuster Alien. Remember that movie? And will take the audience on a deep dive into the world of parasites and alien creatures. Okay, so I guess they started off as parasites and became aliens. To give you a taste of what to expect, we had a chat to Dr. Luna about some of film's key themes and whether we should be worried about coming across an alien parasite in space. This is him. Okay. Okay. Are there any parasites on Earth that are similar to the Esmorph in Alien? Okay, this is actually my article, but I did talk to him about this. Okay, so these are the interviews. Oh, plenty. The first that comes to mind are parasol wasps, which may in fact be the most common type of animal on the planet. They lay their eggs in or on the body of terrestrial arthropods such as insects and spiders, and the larvae consume the host from the inside. They actually go about doing so in a manner as to keep the host alive for as long as possible. So it's like a multi-course dinner with a set menu. First, they start by sipping the host's hemolymph and insects cradled in the blood before moving on to chewing on the fat bodies, then munch on the guns before moving on to organs which are more vital for keeping the host alive. Okay, the people told me down there that I guess I'm trying to figure out which first child she killed to taste the blood of the child. Could have I was thinking of George though, or Michael Jackson. Okay, but I think it was me though, cause even in the afterlife, you can ask Lucifer. In the afterlife, she came and tasted my blood when I was asleep as a baby. One thing that some of those parasols do that the echnomorphs do not is that some of them actually turn the hosts into bodyguards. When the wasp pupates, it is vulnerable to predators and its own parasites called hypopersors. So they take control of the host so that it will sit on the pupating wasp cocoon like a brood hen, lashing out at anything that comes near. True. See, I was kidnapped in the afterlife, okay, as well. That's why my grandpa adopted me, which is the most high, from Lucifer. Uh, Something else I was gonna say. Oh, that's why people don't like me like that. So you don't like me, like my dad said in his interview, you don't like me, that means you a parasite and you a predator. You trying to kill me. You trying to hurt me, okay? You don't like me because you a predator, okay? Remember that. So if you don't like me, you a predator. Okay? So there's no way not to like me. There are some parasol wasps that target spiders, which make their spice host spin a special protective web for the wasp larva to pupate in at their last act of life. So these real-life eskimos don't merely consume the host from the inside before exploding out of their body. They make the host lavish tender love and care on their assassins even while they're on the verge of death. Another group of parasites that is similarly gruesome are the entopagnants worms. They'll lose a biological L. That why when I got lynched, it was an older rope. Okay, I wouldn't call it dirty. Okay, if she been on there for a while. Okay, my baby. They lose their bio agent to control insect pests like lawn grubs. I lose them for one of the lab classes. These microscopic worms infect insects and kills them within 24 hours. They turn the insides of the insect into a nourishing goop, which they feed on. Okay, so I guess my daughter was an insect, and undergo multiple generations inside the insect's body. So they raise a whole dynasty inside of a dead bug before a swarm composing of thousands of baby worms come leaking out of the insect's body, which is now nothing but an empty husk. Yes, I do, y'all. I'm a research analyst, okay? Okay, I will. How do parasites survive? There are as many different ways to be a parasite as there are not to be a parasite. There are some that live on the host's body surface, others that live in the host's gastrocrine tract or their body cavity, the muscles, the circular system, the eyes, the brain. In fact, just about every part of an animal's body is potential home for some kind of parasites. Each of the microhabitats present different challenges, but the constant challenge that all parasites have to overcome is the most immune system. The body isn't going to take it laying down, and even though parasites is commonly used as a derogatory term for describing someone as lazy, parasitism is an extremely difficult way of life. A parasite is constantly under attack by all manner of hosts, immune cells, antibodies, and enzymes. So damn, I might be a parasite. Okay? I think we all parasites, if that's the case then. How do the science stack up in the film? If there's a risk of coming across a deadly parasite in space, okay? Parasites have evolved to be able to make use of their host's body, so they need to be specifically adapted to one particular group of organism or even just one specific species. For example, a parasite that is specifically adapted to making a living inside of a body of a crustacean is going to have a very hard time trying to make sense of a mammal's body and its organs. And as I mentioned above, a parasite also needs to evade the immune system, and you're going to run into trouble if you end up being confronted with a different kind of immune system to the one you have evolved for. It's like studying for the wrong test, but life-threatening for the parasite. Phew. And that's just for earthbound parasites that have evolved alongside with life forms on Earth. If you come across an alien life form, that means it's something that had evolved under a very different environment with ecology, physiology, and biochemistry that were very different from ours or anything on Earth for that matter. Therefore, the compatibility gaps will be insurmountable. Because of the different in biochemistry, our body might be inedible or indigestible or even toxic to them, kind of like plastic for us. So they might be dangerous for us not because it can successfully infect us, but because its biochemistry might be so fundamentally different to us that exposure to them might be harmful. In that sense, I have to give it to Alien for giving the exomorphic such acidic blood. Given what I have already talked about above, an alien parasite is going an alien parasite is going to have a very difficult, if not impossible, time trying to infect us. Could parasites on Earth someday evolve to be as deadly as the one portrayed in the film? They already are, just not to humans. Every day there are caterpillars that are having their insides eaten away by parasite wasp larvae, although some wasp larvae busting out of their bodies. There are spiders weaving webs to the spell of their parasitors. There are crickets and praying mantis that fall into ponds and streams and have long worms squirm out of their bellies. I'm talking about horsehair worms and melanonortals. But if you're talking about human parasites exploding out of a human's body cavity, yes, I did faculty as well. Cavity is just not a very efficient way of making use of a large animal like humans. Yes, most of the parasitic or infectious things that are deadly to human being are microscopic, such as bacterial or viral infection or protozoan parasite like the malaria parasite, which include mosquitoes as a vector and mating site. It's the microscopic things that you should be watching out for. Okay. How do we protect ourselves from parasites? Depends on where you are and what parasites you're talking about, but basic hygiene measures will go a long way for a lot of them. Wash your hands, cook your food, avoid potential sources of infections such as animal feces and old wet sandals when you walking on beaches that are frequented by dogs to avoid hookworms. I know it's not very exciting, but basic hygiene is one of your best frontline defenses against getting exposed to parasites. What can we learn from the film? How to do a good horror on screen, even though the extramorph is an iconic and immediately recognizable monster now an alien, the actual monster was only really visible for a few minutes in total. This gives the audience a lingering sense of dread throughout the whole film. This is something the subsequent film seems to have lost. The sequel, Aliens, is a horror action thriller which is an excellent iconic film in its own right that spawned many memorable moments and iconography. But in the subsequent films, as the extramorph is on screen more and more often and the film delved more into their lore, it made a widely known and recognized theme which diminished the horror and fear it can instill in the audience. In a good horror story, the most horrifying thing is not what is necessarily being shown on screen or what's visible, but what the viewer is imagining and dreading in their mind. You can hear more from Dr. Lewin this Thursday, September the 22nd. Time 6 p.m. Cost $10. Okay, location Belgrade Cinema, Artemadale. Okay. So yeah, that basically the article that I could only find about alien parasites. I mean, I love the other ones, but yes, hopefully this helps some of y'all.